Let's race. Hi. It's pretty cold.
Good luck.
Too cold for this, isn't it? That was hard. I think I went 21:02. Well, I'm a little bit disappointed, but it's only my first 10 miles, so can't really do much more than that. I left that in there because I thought it was quite a good example of somebody who knows how to change their metabolic profile, build their body to ride a bike fast, but maybe doesn't quite have the experience of actually doing that type of racing, and I don't in time trialing, in order to determine if it was a good performance or a bad performance. And I actually finished second, and I'm really happy with that because there was a lot of very, very good riders in the field. And I don't really know why I thought it was a bad performance. Because I looked at the numbers and I looked at the time and I thought, oh, that's not great, but I don't really know why I thought that. Maybe it's because they were lower than I expected. But I'd never go into a cross triathlon or an Xterra and look at the numbers and think, oh, that was a bad performance, because you start all at the same time and you have that immediate feedback when you finish how you've done. And I guess that's something completely new to me in time trialing, that I went off in the first 15 riders, and it wasn't till the last rider that I would have known where I'd finished. But because of COVID, you just turn up, grab your number, do your race and go home. And it feels a bit like a non-event, but I still loved every single minute of it. I've still got quite a few things that I need to work on. I still messed up the warm-up, even though I've done hundreds, maybe thousands of warm-ups in my time racing. But I got really nervous at the start because nobody else was turbo training and I was one of the first off, and it said in the rules you weren't allowed to turbo. So I just went out on the road, soft tapped up and down the street. And obviously as soon as I come back from my warm-up, everyone was sitting there on their turbo trainers, and I should have just been a little bit braver and just jumped on. But you learn from your mistakes, and it doesn't really matter now because it was the last race I'm going to do this year, and I'm happy with it. I learned a lot, and all that's left now is to start training for next year, and I'm pretty excited about that because it'll be the first full winter I've done in longer than I can remember, and I can't wait to see what happens next year. In the next vlog, we might look at some of the training I'm going to be doing. I'm a big believer in just doing the basics really well, and yeah, look at a bit of the strength training, a bit of the bike training I'm going to be doing, and then maybe some of how I monitor how to adapt and change my training. But that might be 2 videos, I don't know. I quite like these things, so it may be longer than I expect.